going to sing the letter of the word, and we're going to tell you what the letter means. And the song is Mother, in tribute of Mother's Day. So it'll go like this. You'll say, M is for the million things she gave me. Oh, meant only that she's growing old. T is for the tears were shed to save me. A is for her heart of purest gold, of purest gold. It's going very well. E is for her eyes with love light shining. R means right, and right she'll always be. Put them all together, they spell mother, you mother. A world that means the world, a word that means the world to me, the world to me. Now, stand and sing the opening song.
Here we go.
I think they were underwhelmed. It only happens once a year.
Out of. Here we go.
You got it?
I got it.
You got it?
Test.
Get your groove going. One, two, three, four. I woke up this morning
with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind
was
stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
talking with my mind was
Stay on spirit. I'm walking and talking with my mind. Stay on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind. Stay on spirit. Hallelujah. 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 Dancing and singing with my mind.
my mind was
Stay on spirit, dancing and singing with my mind.
My mind was
stayed on spirit, dancing and singing with my mind. Stayed on spirit, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. There ain't no harm to keep your mind
on.
stayed on spirit. There ain't no harm to keep your mind stayed on spirit. There ain't no harm to keep your mind stayed on spirit.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Let's break it down one time. Just do this. Oh, it reminds me of Shindig. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I
Woke up this morning with my mind
My mind was
stayed on spirit. Yes, I woke up this morning with my
Come
mind
on.
stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my
You
mind
know my mind was
stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
one more time. I said
Hallelujah,
Do it, Redondo.
Please look at your neighbor and greet them with that love.
So fun, yeah.
There it is. Good morning. Oh, there you are. Welcome to Redondo Beach Center for Spiritual Living. And happy Mother's Day, the second best day of the year. You know what the first best day of the year is? Father's Day. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm Damian Schiller. I'm part of the board of directors here at this wonderful center. And part of my privilege is to welcome everyone, especially those of you that are here with us for your first time. We have a fabulous gift in the form of a green bag. Bob, show them what they win. There you go. Anybody here for their first time? There's a gentleman right there. Thank you. And those of you that are a little too shy to raise your hand and are curious what is in the green bag, go up to the front desk and you too could have the green bag. Let's give a warm Redondo Beach welcome to our wonderful musical inspiration, the lovely Roxanne Reese.
Morning. Happy Mother's Day. Love is one of the greatest gifts we can give to ourselves and to one another. There's nothing like a mother's love. I'll testify to that. All the colors of the rainbow, all the voices of the wind, every dream that reaches out to find where love begins. Every word of every story, every star in every sky, all the corners of creation live to testify. For as as long as I live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. For every breath I take, I will give thanks to God for love. For as long as I live, I will testify to love. From the mountains to the valleys, from the rivers to the sea, every hand that reaches out to offer peace. Every simple act of mercy, every step to kingdom come, all the hearts in everyone will speak what love has done. For as long as I live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. For every breath I take, I will give thanks to God for love. For as long as I live, I will testify to love. For as long as I live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. For every breath, for as long as I live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. For every breath I take, I will give thanks to God for love. For as long as I live, I will testify. I will testify. I will testify. I will testify. I will testify.
Is that a power or what? Thank you, Roxanne. Good morning and happy Mother's Day. As I was thinking about the title of today's talk, Healing and Compassion, I took a look to see what Ernest Holmes might have to say about healing. And in the textbook I read, love is the grandest healing power on earth. And also, healing is accomplished by uncovering, neutralizing, and erasing false images of thought. I noticed those action words he used: uncovering, neutralizing, and erasing. They're all verbs. Then I looked up online the word compassion, and interestingly, it said that 150 years ago, compassion was a verb, meaning to join with in passion. But nowadays, it's used most often as a noun. It's an emotion. We feel sympathetic concern for another's distress or suffering. But when compassion is a verb, we don't just feel, we take action. We actively engage in doing something to generate the healing power of love. During the first class of spiritual fitness this last Wednesday evening, we joined in a guided meditation. The first phase of the meditation was creating a circle of compassion. I visualized myself transmitting and distributing a light of love and compassion, first within my own heart, then expanding it to surround me and this whole center, then expanding it further to the surrounding neighborhood, then to the entire city, then our nation, and finally the entire earth. I felt like I was a powerful transmitter, distributing, as Holmes calls it, this healing power of love. I tend to view my role in life differently when I adopt a consciousness of compassion being a verb. I'm more inspired to not just sit around passively waiting to feel a sense of well-being, but rather to take action and do something to be well.
I recognize what a powerful transmitter of positive, healing thoughts I can be. What a powerful distributor of encouraging, uplifting words I can be. What a powerful force for good all my actions then become. So I invite you to join me in being a verb today and letting healing be an active revealing of the truth of your very best self. Please repeat after me. I am shining the light of love to all those around me. I am distributing compassion to all who are suffering. I am transmitting the healing power of divine love. And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you. Please stand as we get ready to sing the congregational song.
This is your chance to solo like Roxanne Reed. Here's your solo opportunity. You are the light of love. I am the light of love. You are the light and I am the light. Yes, we are the light of love. We are the light of peace. And I am the light of peace. You are the light and I am the light. Yes, we are the light of peace. You are the light of hope, and I am the light of hope. Oh, you are the light, whoops, I am the light. Yes, we are the light of joy. You are the light of hope, and I am the light of hope. You are the light. Yes, we are the light of hope. You are the light of love, and I am the light of love. You are the light, and I am the light. Yes, we are the light of love. You are the light, and I am the light. Yes, we are the light of love. Excellent. And now we're going to welcome up Maureen to share our announcements with us.
Good morning. I missed being a teen, so I had to pretend to be a teen today. Today, we are collecting for Shared Bread. Shared Bread is affiliated with the First Methodist Church in Redondo, and they collect donations that are used to prepare meals for the homeless. We support their mission, and they will be collecting out front today if you would like to contribute. Visioning with Dr. Moira continues on Mondays at 6 p.m. in the sanctuary. You are always invited to join us as we vision for peace. There is an ongoing Science of Mind class which started on May 8th. It is Spiritual Fitness with Monica Ruth at 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Please check the program for more details. Next Sunday, May 19th, there is a Redondo Beach Youth Church Family Picnic. The location is El Retiro Park, Vista del Park, Torrance. And there should be some more information in your program as well. Or you can go over to Junior Church and see what's going on over there and ask them as well. The Arrowhead Retreat, Rise Up in Faith, is from May 24th to the 27th, with a stimulating program and a completely independent youth program. We have filled up, but the Arrowhead Conference Facility has given us a few more spaces, so check at the desk today. For those who are going, consider leave the driving to the bus. The cost is $50. This is a very easy and economical way to get up to the retreat. We do have a flower dedication for this Sunday. To Reverend Catherine McKinney, our personal minister and best mama we could ever want. Happy Mother's Day, and thank you for everything. We love you, India, Maureen, and Britt. We always have practitioners on duty. Look for them in the rear of the sanctuary. We also offer prayer circle after both services. If you'd like to join the circle, please come to the grand piano after service. Please remain seated for the meditation song.
Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Be careful what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes our prayer. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Take charge of what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes our prayer.
And so, beloved presence, in this special and most wonderful day when each and every one of us is focused on motherhood and what motherhood is all about and that mother's heart, we allow ourselves to fall deeper and deeper into the divine heart and give ourselves a conscious moment's pause so that we can remember ourselves as the Divine Mother remembers us always and beholds us always as that beloved, sacred, chosen child. Child of the essence of the self of the mother, and sees only that every time the Divine Mother beholds the child, with that beauty and that grace and that awe and that joy and that belovedness, just as a mother holds her firstborn for the first time, except even more so. And so in this moment now, I recognize myself as the Divine Mother recognizes me and has chosen me to be the Holy Child, the Divine Child. Her own power and essence and energy continuing and continuing and continuing in the material world of form in creation. And so I bless myself and all of my motherly instinct, which is the divine essence and presence itself, calling me forward to be what I truly am, as I have been named by the divine as good and very good, the beloved in whom the Creator is well pleased. So I allow myself this moment to think of myself as the mother thinks of me, and to behold the same belovedness in the self of myself that the mother sees in me. And it is an awesome thing. It is an awesome thing for a conscious moment to become one with the consciousness of conscience and consciousness, and allow myself to be at one, to be integrated, unified, harmonized, and the wholeness that I am, and the fullness that I am, and the plenty that I am, and the completeness that I am, no matter what happens on the exterior side of life. The truth is, and always is, one and the same forever and ever. that right where I am, God, the infinite creative force and beingness of life is. And where that presence is, there is unlimited power to be the wholeness and the completeness and the fullness and the goodness of the life that spirit is, that all life is, when I become one in consciousness with that awareness and say yes to it. So on this day of mothering and motherhood, I say yes to the true essence of my being and the gift that I am to the material world. So I bless myself and I bless all life as the mother does. And I allow spirit to flow freely through me in sacred service to all of life, as the Divine Mother does. And in this awareness now, I send forth this truth into all that is, knowing I'm already responded to, as I say, in deepest gratitude, and so it is.
Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Take charge of what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes our prayer.
And so welcome into the sanctuary, everybody, on this beautiful day of Mother's Day. It's a grand day to come together and to know something wonderful and great and grand and lovely about all mothers, especially those who have actually given physical birth. And, oh dear. I don't know why it is, but I'm always surprised and I'm never aware. Dear God, I'm never aware.
Yes, it is Mother's Day. And on this Mother's Day, I want to take this opportunity in gratitude and in joy and appreciation to Redondo Beach's expression of the Divine Mother, Dr. Moira.
Mrs. McKinney, you always surprise me. Keep this picture. This is beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. These are stunning, and I'll be looking at all of you as I look at them. So thank you. You bought? She has a stoop and all for it. My goodness. Well prepared. Well, thank you so much. I feel so. I don't know, words fail me sometimes, and that doesn't happen often, but this is one of those moments. Thank you all. Thank you, Reverend Catherine. Thank you so much. And now back to you. This is a fantastic day to be looking at this thing called healing compassion. I love that it falls on Mother's Day, wherever we're celebrating Mother's Day. And let me tell you, it happens differently all over the place. It's not always the one day everywhere. But every day ought to be a Mother's Day, and every day mothers ought to be celebrated, and motherhood ought to be celebrated. And we can do this, because that's what we're called to do as the divine offspring of the Divine Mother. And so today, we're very grateful to mothers for giving us the opportunity to take a universal look at motherhood and the Divine Mother. And it is therefore becomes everybody's day, man, woman, and child's day, because I know very many men who have the beautiful heart of a mother. And they are, although they haven't given physical birth, which is a shame really, because then they'd know what it was all about. But that being said, like Prince Harry said, I had no idea how women could go through all of this. But anyway, they do. And so you really are an awesome example to us all with regard to knowing how to get pushed through the pain. And so I thank you for giving us the opportunity not only to celebrate you, but to go deeper and to go wider and into the whole idea of understanding that we, each individual one of us, is the world's mother, And it's our job to do what mothers do. And what are the qualities of mothers? As I see it, it's mainly the S's. It's selflessness, sacrifice, service, all bundled up in huge generosity. Huge generosity. To me, that spells mother, as I have known mothers to be, as I know mothers to be. And so, as I look at that, I say, well, this is the universal mother's traits and qualities. So there could be no healing compassion if that healing compassion didn't spring up out of the one whole thing, love itself. Love itself. Without love, there's no healing compassion. There really isn't. Without love, it cannot be. Because it's love that oozes that beautiful quality of compassion, that beautiful quality of the desire to assist healing out of us. So today is all about love. It's a love day. It's the Mother's Heart Day. It's about us coming into the realization and the understanding that every day is Mother's Day. Now, of course, within the qualities of the Divine Mother are contained the qualities of the Divine Father, but that's talk for another day, or we'll never get out of here. And so as we embrace this thing called motherhood, as we all do, and it's such a joy to me to see you all coming in bright and cheery, knowing that the children and so on and so forth that some of us have given birth to are celebrating you, and you are celebrating them, and all these little gatherings that go on and celebrations. It's a beautiful thing. On the other hand, not all individuals amongst us have been born into that kind of family or have had such an earthly example of the Divine Mother. Not all have, sad to say. My hat is off to you, and I salute you because you are the strongest amongst us to have chosen to come in to such a challenging environment. You are strong, you are strong, you are strong. And so you have all the more possibility in one way of moving straight through into the Divine Mother and embracing the Divine Mother and allowing that mother to mother you, as we all are in the process of doing as truth students and consciously spiritualizing beings. And so, on the other hand, I would say to you, you can always adopt a family. You can always choose your own family. You really can. You really can, and this can happen. I know people who do it. As I was saying this morning, I've had 2 American mothers already, as well as my own, and I had a great mother. But it just so happened that that's what was drawn into my life. And I appreciate those women as much as I do my own mother in many ways. And so please don't feel that you're left out or anything like that. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You can adopt a mother, a granny or something, whatever you want. And you can adopt a mother